is Sharon Smith Knight, and we're here this afternoon for a very, very special reason. I'd like to welcome you to this celebration. We're celebrating a special person, Nkenge Zola. Nkenge Zola is more than just your average radio personality. For the last 12 years, she has been a voice of inspiration for us all. She has discussed issues relevant to the community and has given a voice to many who may not have had their concerns aired in the media. She has truly brought new meaning to the word public access radio. Nkenge Zola. I'd like to invite you to, throughout the course of the day, come forward to the altar and sign the sign-in sheet or present a gift. And I'd like to say that this is an occasion of celebration. We'd like you to enjoy the afternoon, but we'd also like you to be able to hear what's going on. So I would just ask you to bear with us just for a second and listen carefully, especially when we're doing the poetry section, because that is obviously not going to be quite as loud as the music section. And we want you to have benefit of everything. So at this point, to start our program off, we'd like to welcome and have you welcome the Women's Percussion Ensemble.
We have to acknowledge that the strength and the ability to do all of our endeavors comes from the Creator, and that we are assisted by our ancestors, so we want to give thanks and praises to them. The rhythm is called Lamba. It's a very old traditional rhythm, at least 700 years old, and it's come to us from the old Mali Empire. We want to share that with you today.
A short poem, which is a tribute to Nkenge by a gentleman by the name of Ernie P. Robinson. Ernie.
Thank you. Thank you. How's everybody? Good, good. In tribute to Zola, I would like to recite a poem I wrote several years ago entitled The Detroit Freight Train on the Move. I've long waited for my fate to free itself from the foundation of that magnetized train that travels a straight route to poverty. But no longer do I feel it necessary to sit back and ride on that train while listening to the devastating roar of its engine. I feel that now is the time to take some type of precautionary measure in order that I might be able to free myself from its destination, which is poverty and subservience. Show me any man or woman, boy or girl, who possesses a positive attitude, and I'll show you a man, woman, boy or girl who's going somewhere. Give me a mirror. Give me a mirror, not that I might be able to gaze upon myself, because I know I've got a positive attitude, and I know I'm going somewhere. But give me a mirror. Give me a mirror so that I might be able to reflect that type of positive attitude to the mass of people who have perhaps been exploited, mistreated, and to whom it's most needed. And as the late great Martin Luther King Jr. has said so many times before in the past, if it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, go on out and sweep streets like Michelangelo carved marble. Sweep streets like Raphael painted pictures. Sweep streets like Beethoven composed music and like Shakespeare wrote poetry. Sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth would have to pause and say, here lives the great street sweeper who swept his job well. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub on the side of the river. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that we win or we fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Thank you.
Lets me know somebody's been listening. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Somebody wanted to hear guns. Something we have far too many of in this city. You should never take something that doesn't belong to you. Something that can't be replaced, like trust or time or someone's life. Yet so many do precisely that. In self-defense, you say, sometimes. Most often it backfires on us, eliminating not the intruders, but the children. We are eliminating our children and allowing our children to exterminate one another. Oh yes, we stopped them out early enough. Cowboys and Indians, cops and robbers, laser tag. We give them the plastic replicas of our civilization and send them off to play. And who are their heroes? G.I. Joe, Freddy, Jason, Rambo, or others who shoot first and ask questions later. Our children don't have the need to communicate, to negotiate. They solve their problems with a flash from a 22 or a 44 or a 38. We have